It's with deep sadness that I stand here today before you to know that such a horrific act against innocent, and although I've never traveled overseas, my heart feels for my name is Gail Gallup. I'm a president here of our Fort Mcmurray Métis, and I stand with Ka Harrietta, who is also our general manager, and I'm here to pay respect and feel the sadness that our world still cannot come to peace. And I pray for all here, and if there are any family from across the seas that have lost. We are all brothers and sisters in my heart. It does not matter where you are, or who you come from, or where you're from. I've been in Fort McMurray since 1966. I stand strong with the communities, such as the pastor, the churches, and our Métis brothers and sisters who would mourn for such tragedy. It's a senseless waste of life. So, hi, thank you for letting me able to speak. Hi in Cree means thank you.
You stay here, you mentioned a family. It happened to me many times, and then even like this, even I was asked today, like, is any of my family affected? And I said, whole humanity is my family. If anything happened to any innocent person, we are affected.
It's true.
And thank you for being here.
Okay, it's my honor to be here.
Thank you. Zad Bhai, Logo Saab, anybody, floor is open.
Thank you, Zafar Iqbal, for arranging this condolence message for the community and passing it on to the people of this region of the world. We are extremely sorry that about 138, mostly children, 120 of the children have been killed. Very, very sad for Pakistan. We know only 2 casualties happened in Canada out of terrorism and struck the entire country. You can well feel how sorrowful it is for the people of Pakistan. More so, I want to tell you of every day about dozen to 2 dozen people killed on both sides. Briefly talking about the root cause, how it happens and how from where the terrorists are coming. Monarchs of the Middle East country, they feed the religious institutions, and then they want to take the advantage to their convenience. USA used them against USSR on the name of Taliban, on the name of freedom fighters, armed them, trained them, organized them. USSR was broken, the motives of the intentions, aims of USA was completed, and there the legacy, the shit came to the bad fate of Pakistan. They are creating problems for the government and the army, trying to subdue them, trying to be in step with the world, with the NATO forces and the Western world. And once they do this, the Taliban, they are reacting and reacting very, very badly. So this all is bad fate of Pakistan is because of siding with the world, siding with the NATO forces. I would urge and I would request the entire world to take side of Pakistan, help them in fighting this bad evil, which is their legacy. One thing, by bombarding the area targets, by bombarding the by giving collateral punishments, this thing aggravates many times. Only few actual terrorists are killed, maybe 4%, 5%. Remaining 90% innocent children, ladies are killed. Resultantly, everybody becomes the terrorist. Everybody starts taking the revenge. And they take the revenge from anybody who side with the bombardment agencies, by taking them NATO forces, by taking them Western, by taking them Christians. You have seen some time back beheaded of 4 journalists in a very ruthless way. That is to be condemned. By done, this was a sign of hatred. So any attempt from the NATO or this part of the world aggravates this phenomenon. So I feel any attempt should be done, it has to be done under the umbrella of UN forces, United Nations, and they should hire, because 5% or maybe 2% are doing, 1% is doing, and 5% are the sympathizers. The remaining 90% do not want it. They want to fight this evil. So UNO should hire people from that area, forces from that area, and then fight this evil. If people go from this area, the Western world, USA and its allies, then that thing would aggravate. Because there is a provision in their faith, whenever some foreign aggression comes, get together and fight. In Pakistan, there are 51 groups of Taliban. They fight with each other, they kill each other. But whenever there is a foreign aggression, whenever there is a bombardment of NATO forces, they all get together and confront it. So this thing can only be curbed under the bannership of UNO, under the policemanship of UNO, not under the policemanship of USA. You know, US's allied. Saudi Arabia, I came to know lately, is financing many of the terrorist groups, Daesh and ISIS. So Kuwait is also doing. They have their own motives. To fulfill their motives, to fulfill their desires, they do all these things. So UNO forces, under the bannership of UNO, can do something, and they should promote democracy there and help the democratic forces along with their own armed people. This is how it can be covered. Pray for us. Thank you very much. Again, very thankful to Zafar Iqbal for organizing this in a very, very short notice. This thing could be passed on to the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saab, for your insight. Mainly, we are here today to offer prayers for the deceased and ask God to grant them the best place in the paradise who sacrifices their life today. I was just talking to Kiran Malak when she came in, and we both started to cry. I want her to come here and say something, please. If I can say it, you can say that too, please. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum to everybody, and thank you, Dr. Saab, you put me on the spot. What do you say? What do you say that makes a difference? What do you say that makes it better? We are here. We're disturbed. We're sad. We're broken. We're not defeated. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take one thing away today, just one thing, please remember, this is not Islam. Islam does not say go and kill children. We mourn the children we lost today, hundreds. We mourn the children that are left behind, our children. I had to have a talk with my sons this morning. They're 10 and 14. I had to explain to them again, Islam is not about terrorism. Islam does not say go out and kill children, go out and kill people. Islam does not say take away lives. Muslims are peace-loving people. One thing you take away today, please make it just that. We will not be defeated. We will not be broken. We will heal, and we will teach our children. Islam is all about peace. We're not a hashtag. We do Twitter well. Many of you in this
in this room do Twitter well. Kyle, you're there, you do Twitter well. Jonathan, you do Twitter well. I do Twitter well. Muslims are not a hashtag. Muslims will not be a hashtag. We are beyond this. We appreciate you all standing with us. We appreciate you standing in solidarity with us. But please remember, we will rise. We're not a hashtag. And we will heal. And at the end of the day, we're all about peace. We will rise again. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran. They can make us sad for one day, but they cannot, keep that in that state forever. As Kiran said, we will put ourselves together and teach them a lesson in any which way we can. I see that Suleiman among the audience. I'd like to ask him to come and say a few words, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I thank you to Zafar Iqbal who quickly arranged this condemned events. Last night is a heartbroken events happened in Pakistan, especially in the Peshawar. We lost our children, more than hundreds. We only condemn not even in Pakistan, even everywhere on the world, whatever in the Canada, whatever in the Australia, because it's also happened in Australia 8 hours ago. So pray for the kids and their parents. We only have the prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, Zabai. I have a young man here who wanted to say a few words. Everybody can see you. There you go.
I can't believe the amount of people over here. And all the people who have come here to support us, I thank you very much, because this is a very saddening time for kids like me, my age. They have all died, thousands, hundreds, I don't know. And it's very saddening.
Thank you, son. Thank you. We'll love you. We'll protect you all, inshallah. Thank you. Iqbal Saab.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bhai. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I don't have any words to express the sad, the sorrow, whatever happened in Pakistan. I was talking to MPA from KPK from Peshawar. She said it didn't happen overnight. It was pre-planned. There were 12 explosives buried around the school areas. They locked the gates, and there were 6 of them. One, it was a suicide bomber. 3 got killed by the armed forces of Pakistan, and 1 is injured and captured. 1 they can't find. But I don't think that big, that huge incident that happened in Pakistan history, even Indo-Pak's history. They are saying 141 kids. She was saying that over 600. I literally could not control myself at that time. 141, that's not a good count. That's not a correct number. Since last night I was talking to her, she couldn't even talk. That's how her situation was. She resides in Albert right now. That was her area. She knew over 50% people. Over 50% people she knew who got affected with that incident. That makes it even more worse. The people you know, the people you are linked with, the people you associate day-to-day basis, if they are affected, just imagine the ones who are involved. That's not a small incident. And above and beyond of Islam, anybody else, is humanity. There is no religion in the world, doesn't matter, Christianity, Muslims, Jews, Sikhs, Hindus, any religion support acts like that. Prophet, peace be upon him, he battled, so many battles in his life. He said, seniors, aged people, kids, women, crops, during the battle days, it should not be affected. Which Islam are they talking about? What kind of Muslims are they? They are not their kids, they are our kids. Just imagine. It is beyond sorrow, it is beyond sad. I don't have anything that I can explain that could truly express my feelings. This is not definition of Islam. This is not definition of Christianity or even Jews. This is totally inhumane. I have never heard, doesn't matter how biggest terrorist you are, when it comes to the kids, that's unexplainable. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them strength, give them sabr to face such a low daring act. Give them strength in Islam to stand up back on their feet.
Thank you, Bob. We are all at the loss of words, but we have to stay as one, united against this evil who is trying to hide behind the veil of Islam. We should know them now and treat them in a way that they should never dare to do this comedy act on our kids again. I'd like to request Bonnie Shepherd to come up and say something. Bonnie, I knew Bonnie when she was little, and now she's a grandma. Such a small world. She ended up in Fort Mcmurray too. And here we are together.
Again, thank you for putting someone on the spot. Yeah, we are one race, human race, and this is just pure evil. And I mean, as a mother, you know, our children, nothing in the world means more. And as fathers and uncles and aunts and brothers, it's just, it breaks your heart. And it doesn't matter where you came from. You know, we all feel it. And I wish that one day the world would work in a unit and not, I don't know, not have this kind of pure hatred. There is no meaning. There could be nothing that can be learned from this. I think we all have to be together against this type of insanity, because it's just insane. It has nothing to do with a religion or a faith or anything. It's just pure evil. And I wish I wasn't here today with all of you. And I send my prayers to the families. And may God, you know, find a place in heaven for these poor little innocent souls.
Thank you, Bonnie. These tears will not go to waste. We're gonna get together, gonna collect our energies, and gonna fight back hard. Any other kid or anybody from the ladies' side before I invite anybody else? Atasa.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. So there's no word to describe, there's no word to say, but only I can pass my strong message to those evils. We are united, we are together, we will fight back, and we will give them a lesson. And I truly believe in my armed forces, they will pull them out and they will destroy them. I was listening to an interview, one of the injured kid, he was in the hospital, and he has lots of courage. He said, when I'm going to grow up, I'm going to destroy their even nations. So those people, those kids, still they have energy, they still have strong feelings. As I want to say, we are united, we are together. Terrorists, as we always said, they don't have a religion, they don't have any religion, they don't faith in. They are just a terrorist. So we all should condemn them, and we all should do whatever we can do against them. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you, Thabhai. Jonathan Andrew. I'm not putting people on spot. I just want them to express their emotions. It's all one family here. It's humanity here. I'm not putting anybody on spot. I want you to say what you want to say. And I don't know what I said when I was interviewed at the radio. I don't know what I said. It was raw. And I want all of you to take your emotions out. Jonathan Andrew.
Thank you for the invitation to come here tonight, this afternoon. I guess I'm sitting here trying to put myself in the perspective of if I was living somewhere else and I heard that there was an attack on Canada, because that's what I consider my home country, attack on 100 plus kids, and I would be absolutely devastated. And my heart goes out to all of you who maybe know people who have been affected back there, as well as just, to Pakistan in general, and to all the people who are grieving lost loved ones. Kids have so much to love for, and it pains me so much that the evil that tries to stop kids from learning all around the world, abducted kids in the past year, abducted girls, as well as these kids being killed. It's a terrible thing, and we need to stop that from happening in the future, because the kids that are here are this country's future. The kids that are there are Pakistan's future, and my prayers and heart goes out to people that are grieving here as well as in Pakistan. So thank you for this opportunity to come.
Thank you, Jonathan. As I said before, we are not observing any protocol. Anybody who want to come and share their thoughts with us, they are more than welcome. We'll do it for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna lit candles here. And anybody else want to come up and say a few words?
Assalamu alaikum everybody, and good evening gentlemen and ladies. My question is only with all of you is, this thing happens first time in Pakistan? Before that, are we deaf or blind? Did before that, any single time we ask ourselves what is our role and what we did? This has not happened first time in the Pakistan. The only thing which is more concerning is about like 150 kids, which is the wrong, I don't know I cannot say that, but that's the wrong figure. It's more than 150. And please please. Everybody, if whoever their influence in back home, please condemn this act of terrorism. And even there is nothing concerned with any religion, the things is happening is now the things between the human being and the animals is also like the beast. Even when the lion, he has a prey, he doesn't go for another one. But these guys who were trained by different politicians and other forces in Pakistan, by the back of international forces for their evil things, that's now happening in everywhere in the world. That's all. I have to say my condolences to the families. Pray for the kids and their parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Jafri. I'd like to request Nasrabaji can come and just get the candles going, so we will lit them. And we'll stand behind them. We'll observe 1 minute moment of silence when the candles are lit. And I thank you, each and every one of you, for coming here to support the humanity. In humanity, we stand one. And we appreciate the community support so much that I have no words to explain. It's a moment of sorrow, but we'll live through that. And I request all of you to remember those kids in your prayers. So may God grant them the best place in the heavens. And as soon as the candles are lit, we will observe 1 minute moment of silence. In the meantime, if anybody want to say something, they're more than welcome to come here. Farooq Sahab, you want to come? Thank you. Haji Sahab, I'd like to request you while the candles are being lit, if you can come and make a dua. Ijtema'i dua, please. Thank you. Jazakallah khair, Haji Sahab. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, anybody who want to hold the candles, I will light it.